Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 27th of November. So starting off looking at the Euro-dollar as ever, and well, it's yesterday was just another inside day, didn't do anything at all. It stalled around this area. Now I did wonder, if you look at the dollar index, which okay, it's partially quite a large part euro, what the reasoning behind this may just be that you're just sitting here on the highs, right across the highs here. We're stalled into these prior highs, into that sort of range. Is it going to push up now? Are we going to get a bit of a leg up? If we do, well, I mean, one may be leading the other, but the euro's just not managed to break down further at the moment. It's 3 days, well, say 3 days, 2 full days. It's sat around this sort of area and hasn't pushed down there, but maybe we'll see some further downside. It's certainly it's consolidated around where we are on this 4-hourly chart. You can see it. There is the weekly pivot above, which always will give a target if it ever does push to the upside. Sitting there in support into the prior lows there, around those sort of lows there, yesterday's lows. Even break through this, yes, we could push on, but there is support nearby, but it does look weak, and it's, as I say, consolidating around the lows, so we'll see. Okay, that's the euro. There's nothing there for me personally. I want to trade on it, but it could be a longer term trade, the euro, by the way. The pound also looking weak here at the moment. That weekly or monthly pivot even it could be a draw. It's yesterday was classic weakness. It pulled back a little bit towards the end of the day, but selling off again strongly this morning. Short of the daily pivots, that's missed. It's already hit the S1. It does look like there's further potential to push down towards what was it, last week's lows there, and maybe continue. As I say, it looks soft. Retracements may offer opportunities. The only thing is it's going to get oversold quite quickly to where it is, but maybe getting oversold on the shorter time frames here now. Just need to watch for that, but we'll see. I'm still open-minded on cable, but it is certainly breaking down. Lower highs, lower lows coming through. You see it on this 4-hourly particularly. As again, support where it's sitting at the moment around these levels here from last week. Didn't manage to break through those, but we'll see what happens this morning. Okay, dollar yen. Dollar yen continuing to shove up, so it is US dollar strength all the way around here, and this is pushing up. The good scope for that to push up back into the prior highs there. Not a lot of points in it to do so. It's sitting at around about 18, I don't know, 28, 38, 48. It's got a few. It's got enough. It's got enough in there to push back up towards that area, which would be quite a nice target. Again, if any of these start rolling round, there's a few of them that have their daily pivots untouched. In fact, the yen hasn't got back there the last couple of days to come back for it, so maybe yet just another day without running in. The probability, of course, increases gradually that eventually it hit the daily pivot, but we may just get a small rangy day and it'll get it tomorrow. Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar continues to sell off as well here. Pretty much it was some slightly brighter news. It's just nothing here apart from lower highs, lower lows and weakness, and we've just run into the 60-minute 8 there. It's sort of rolling back. Looks like it could be on back towards its lows. Now there aren't many pips in this for sure. There's a 76 down to 72, 4 pips back down. Unbelievable tight range on this 60-minute chart. Okay, not much else to look at on that. The CAD doesn't really do too much. New Zealand dollars up a bit now. This is it's up a bit. It's pulling back a little bit now, but it's actually finally closed above that daily 100 just when everything else decides to sell off. As I said, I'm a long-term long on the New Zealand dollar. I think it's got more scope, but short-term it's struggling, and it has been sort of breaking the mould to some of the others at the moment and did manage a positive day through. Maybe got more upside scope yet, but as I say, it's long term. Short term, it may be just on its way down for a bit more. Yep. It has, when you look at this 60-minute or the 4-hourly range, you can just see it's very tight range, and it may just continue in that range. But as I say, it has closed just above that 100, which may be a positive sign. Okay, news-wise today. I'll just bring up Forex Factory here, and what we got, that's already done. Construction work done. Okay, so 130 we got the core durable goods, and GDP. That's the preliminary GDP, so it's the important one. Just checking up, that's the important one. So that will be maybe a mover at 1:30 this afternoon. Aside of that, we've got Chicago PMI later there, and 3 o'clock the core PCE price index, personal spending. Again, important figures, but they are part really of the GDP in real terms. Right, okay, that is pretty much it for me. I wish you a good day. Bye for now.